Hello, my lovely viewers. Today we are in the farm, and we will look at in the previous video I discussed with you. In case you get disappointment, you have planted something and the thing didn't really do well. How to handle it, how to manage it, and in the video I suggested that in case you see the nature of the damage, if you can control it, if you can manage it, destroy it completely so that you replant something else or you go for an alternative crop that will do better. The sun is really scorching this early morning, but I want to show you I did some control whereby I sprayed the cucumbers and they've been able to overcome the insects chewing the leaves or sucking the water out of it. So let me quickly show you the updates. Today, apart from I'll be doing watering, it has not rained for a while now, so I'll do watering and also do staking because I don't want my cucumbers to be on the floor. Now, the reason why I have to do staking is that I don't want the cucumbers to be on the floor. That is a reason, but there is another reason why I don't want it to be on the floor. When you buy your cucumbers and they are completely green, or some are light green, white kind of color, and that you don't see every portion is uniform with a uniform color. That means that that cucumber is not lying on the floor, or it's not. But the cucumber is a creeping plant. It walks, it travels. That's creeping. So if you see behind me, I'll be showing you. Don't worry, I'll be showing you. I'll go closer to the cucumber to give you an update. So because I don't want two different colors, some portion green. If the cucumber is lying down on the floor, you see two different colors with the cucumber. You see one part green or a uniform color, then where it is lying on the floor, that portion of the cucumber becomes so white. So let me show you today how the control, after I did a control, how they are looking at. They looks better than the other day I did a video on how to handle disappointment. But if you've not seen that video, I'll put the link in the comment section somewhere here, so take note. So let me show you quickly. So this is how the whole new cucumber, after doing some spraying, this is about 3 weeks or 4 weeks old. Yes, as you can see, there's some flowersing that is coming. This is the cucumber shooting. Let me see if you can see it. This is a cucumber shooting. This is a male flower. The flowers doesn't produce any fruit, so from the petal. Those days when we were in primary, they were teaching us about the part of the flowers. We took it, we just learn, pass and forget. Here I am struggling, but this is a cucumber fruit forming. Now there's one thing unique. So you see that it is creeping on the floor. So I have to direct it and to the stick. So we have, as you can see, this is the stick I've started with, but I just want to show you the updates. Now this one, the extent of the control, this is producing fruits. I've controlled this one, so you see the new leaves that are coming now are not being really affected. I spray 7 days, 7 days. So if I spray Saturday today, I'll spray the next Saturday. And as you can see, the alternative plant I decided to use to replace the cucumber is the plantain quickly before. So in 1 year time, I'll be harvesting this plantain. But the controls still, as you can see, if you can see perfectly, you see that the insect is there. Let me zoom it and see. So here is it. Here is it, so you can see. So this is the update after putting in the control. There has been a new development. So as you can see, these leaves are really doing well. There's no insects So as you can see, these leaves are really doing well. This one too is having flowers. There's a flowers there, so it means that the control I put in place is doing well. Last week Saturday I sprayed it, so meaning that this week too I have to also spray it so that they don't control it again. At least there's a huge improvement, and I'm really glad. Even this one, upon destroying the first earlier leaves, it's showing sign of what fruits. So let me see. Okay, so this one is also, this is a cucumber. So I'll do spraying today and do some watering and do staking. So I'm really happy I didn't give up on this cucumber, and this is my first experience in my cucumber venture. So at least now I have some experience that when I go into it again and I'm facing challenges, I'll know what to do. Because I don't have time to come to the farm from Monday to Friday, even sometimes Saturday, I had to attend to other equally important issues. So this one, there is no flower showing, but you can see this has started. So this one, all these ones will go. We have to rather put the stick, instead of putting the stick here, the stick will come towards this direction so that it will creep along the stick. So we will redirect it. So some of them we have started before we decided to stop to see how the cucumber will do. But for the look of things, I'm happy this is going on. This improvement is going on, so I'll not give up on it. I'll do watering today heavily and possibly do watering tomorrow to take care of it throughout the whole week. So at least this is my first attempt in going to cucumber farming. So at least I've gained some knowledge, I've gained some wisdom of how to approach it next time. But cucumber is one of the fastest growing cash crop. I will use the word cash crop. Normally when we say cash crop, we refer to cocoa, rubber, those heavy crops that give us money. But within 45 days, you should start seeing improvement. So this one, like I said, is about roughly 3 weeks to 4 weeks. So meaning that 3 weeks to 4 weeks is about 21 days to 30 days. So these 21 days to 30 days, this shows that my crop should be producing or my cucumber should be producing fruit. So those, let me see whether I can see an actual cucumber on this one. This one is looking like flowers, but some, or maybe this one will be the cucumber. Sometimes the flowers doesn't really produce the fruits. You see the flower beside it, which is the male. Then you see the female. The female is the one that produces fruits. So the insects will go and pick the pollen grain from the male and bring it to the female to fertilize the female, and which produce the fruit. So the flowers that you saw here, I think there is one here that really shows. So now when we see this one, these are flowers here. So these flowers, the pollen grain in this flower, this is the pollen grain. Let me get closer. The pollen grain in this flower will be transferred from this to the female flower, which will produce the fruit. So that's how the cucumber works. So when you are seeing flowers, it's good. When you see the female flower also producing, which produce the cucumber, then that means that you are on the good path. So when at this stage, what you need to do is to do staking. If you don't have the time to do staking, you can also do leave it for it to creep on the floor, but just that the colors will not be looking that nice and they will not look perfectly. Now, assuming the cucumber fails, I still have my plantain, so let me stand at this angle and see this one, and I'm very happy to see flowers. I'm really happy. So I've planted starting from here. As you can see, that's a plantain over there. There's another one too over there. After the bucket, let me get closer to it. So this one plantain here. This is one, and this is another one. So the ones that I've planted earlier is this and this and this as an alternative crop in case my cucumber didn't do well. And for now, in between the plantains that I've planted, I can also plant pepper. So after 45 days to 75 days to 80 days, your cucumber cycle is over. So you can start another one, but provided you have water to continue during the dry season. So even during the rainy season between May, June, let's say May, June, within that 60 days you are harvesting. Then July, August, you do another cucumber again, so you're almost harvesting. Then September, October, you also do another cycle. So every 2 months to 3 months, you can go into cucumber farming, which will give you a fast money or fast paying money in case you are not working. You are not gainfully employed. If we say gainfully employed, mean that you don't have work which is bringing you an income. So you can try the cucumber and which will be putting money on your table. So this the update I'm giving you. I'll give you the update when I'm done after staking the cucumbers. I'll give you update how the farm will look like. I have done the holing. So this one like this is where we'll put the stick. So I've done the holing beside it. So we call it staking. Stake, when you put a stick beside the cucumber for the cucumber to creep it. Now, if you go to your farm and you see this, it looks like the leaves are kind of like falling off, or no, this don't, like they are giving up, like it means that they need water or the sun is too much for them. So this is how it looks like. So I've done the holing for the ones that are trying to creep on the floor. So as you can see, these ones have been directed to, as you can see, these ones are directed. We've used palm branches just to help the cucumber to creep along the stick. This one too like that. This one too is also like that. So this is what we call staking. You can choose to use proper rope, but for me, I'm just using the palm branches leaves, or the palm branches leaves, the leaves, to stake it along there. So basically, let me go back so that you see a very good view. So this is what I'm talking about. So when I'm done, I will show you the whole video, the whole farm. Still ongoing. So now the next activity to do now is to do watering. I would be doing watering before doing the spraying, so that and the watering too, you don't pour the water on the leaves, you put it beneath it. So I'll be showing you how it is also done. So we are coming to do spraying, and on the cucumber farm, or on the cucumbers that are doing well, to continue to protect it and protect it from the insects that were chewing it. Though I showed you earlier how it has improved, we are done staking the ones that have grown enough that can creep around the sticks. So I'm just showing you, because of the size of the farm, I don't need to buy a very big knapsack spray or sprayer, but you can use this small sprayer. It's just a container with this one. This is a nozzle, this is the handle, and this is what you use to. So as I continue to press it like this, I'm building pressure in the system, in the bottle, so that I'll use it to spray it. So you just press it, then, so as you can see, you spray. Now they're spraying in such a way that the nozzle is so small that you can adjust it. You see it is coming plenty. You can also do it like this, but with this you'll be consuming so much chemical, so you can also reduce it and use a spray. So you press it like this to build in pressure. Build in, you do that like this and it is so easy to handle. It is so easy to handle. So anything, now the nozzle spreads so much that anything around the ground too, it will kill it, or any insect that comes in contact. So as you can see, this area is covered. After spraying, this is one of the insects. So this is the insects. It's running away to this one. So I also spray this one and spray it. You spray both the top and under the leaves. Okay, so this is how the spraying is going. So these leaves, I have to cut them off to be able to channel the energy. So now any insects that come closer this area and get in contact with the chemical, so now continue with this line. So if you don't have money to buy the big knapsack spray, I think some of the knapsack spray are the cost of it is some are 450 Ghana cedis or some are 250 Ghana cedis, but this is less than 100 Ghana cedis. So you can get this and it can equally do the work in the farm. So we are here now. I think I've skipped this one. So we spray this one. There is a bigger size of this, which maybe might also cost, let's say, 150 Ghana cedis. But with this one, it is easy to handle. You don't need to put it behind you before spraying. So you can handle it with hand. So the small farmers, like home garden, when you are spraying it and you realize that the chemical coming out is not under pressure, then you have to press this to build pressure in it. Okay, so now the pressure is coming. I spray it in such a way that some of the leaves under too are being sprayed. Then the surrounding where the stem is. I spray. So these are some of the insects. So they've started running. They want to jump, but I've sprayed a chemical on it. So this one, it will just be struggling and then finally it will die. There's some of the, and the good news is that at least those that have managed to preserve or to put in measures that I have been able to recover, they are producing flowers, as I said earlier on. This is it. This is where you have to spray and spray under the leaves. After spraying under the leaves, they've decided to come up. So this one, the chemical is getting finished. That's why it is sounding that way. Means, so now it's only air that is coming. So I have to open it again and mix the chemical. You can use any good insecticide or pesticide to control your farm, or to control the pest or insects in the farm. I will not recommend any medicine because I'm not doing any advert for anybody. So when you open it, this is how it looks like. When you open it, this is how it looks like. So this is the reservoir and this is the spraying gun. So it has this what sucks chemical through the nozzle, and this serves as a barrel which, or this plunger goes up and down. So in so doing, the air from here will pressurize the water and it will forces it to pass through this small tube through the nozzle. That's how the system works. So I'm pouring the chemical here. Okay. After pouring the chemical in it, I'll mix it with water. So I'll mix it with water. Now the bottle, the mouth of the bottle is so small that you can use this as a guide to pour the water inside. If, especially those people whose hand will be shaking. So you fill the bottle to some level. I'll show you, not too much, so that if you push the okay, I think it's okay. So after that, you close it. Let's see where we are. After closing it, you pressurize it. So now pressure has built inside. So when you press the trigger, now we have two types. When you press this and lock it, it's spraying continuously. So now then you can also remove it and use your hand like this. If you don't want the continuous, you want to control the flow of the chemical. So let me take this line. If you don't spray your crops, at least the spraying interval is 7 days, 7 days. If you don't spray, before you realize, the insects will destroy your farm. You might be like, oh, I want organic fruit, organic crop, so you will not spray. We have organic chemicals for pests and insects. You can buy them and use them, which are organic. So if the other one, the synthetic ones, are not okay for you, you can use that of the organic. So when you are farming, you need to budget for all these things. You need to budget for all these things. Now the nozzle is such a way that anything within this perimeter, it is covering it. So that's a very good nozzle. You can regulate it, and this is cheap. It is doing the work, and it's even the other one too can come closer when spraying, but I'm just using one hand to do the spraying. But because this is about how many liters? This is about a mini liter. So that is 1,000 milliliter. So it's not a full liter. That's about half a liter, 1,000 milliliter container. If you have any suggestion, any question to ask, feel free to leave it in the comment section about the spraying. Now, if you can list some recommended chemicals, maybe somebody is struggling. For me, I don't want to mention any chemical for now, but this is what I've used to control the pests. You saw the previous video how some of the insect has destroyed. Have destroyed the cucumber at the early stage. I'm even lucky to have this. At this stage, it doesn't mean that the insects cannot attack it. The insect can attack it. Even fungi can even attack it. So you can, apart from the pest control, you can also control fungi or bacterial infection, but mostly it is fungi infection that attack the cucumbers. So this one, you do it very early in the morning, but for me, I was late to the farm, so I have to do it. But this time it's almost afternoon, but I don't want to miss it. Looks like this, I have not watered it, so I have to irrigate it with some water. The sun is really scorching, honestly. It's almost finished. I have some small, so let me use the small. For when you are spraying, you need to get a nose mask. I have a nose mask, but I've forgotten to put it on. But safety wise, you need to get a very good nose mask. You can put on some hand gloves, rubber hand gloves, before doing the spraying. So let me fill the bottle again. After filling it, you close it. So we continue again. We are here. When you fill the bottle and you are spraying at the early stage, there's so much pressure because the container is already filled with a lot of chemical, the water, the solution. So it is easy to pressurize the flow. There is one insect just here. I've done justice to it. Continue from this line. Now, apart from spraying, there are some other activities you need to do. One, inspection of the leaves, whether any disease or any insects are breeding on it to destroy it. So apart from that, you can also do pruning. The excess branches that are coming, you can also control that. You can also control the leaves the down leaves that are getting dry. You can also take them off by pruning them off, just like how we do it for the plantain, the dry plantain. So these are the activities in the cucumber. 1, watering. 2, spraying. Fungi. Actually, I've not sprayed any fungi chemical so far. It's only the insecticide, because I've not seen any sign of a fungi, but it is very important you spray it. So maybe I have to borrow some chemical or go and look for some fungi chemical to spray the cucumber so that fungi will not attack it. Normally, when it is raining so heavy, or when the water, irrigation water, is too much around the how do you call it, around the cucumber plants, it can also cause fungal infection. So you need to check that. For now, I don't have any sign showing that there is a fungus. Today I didn't do fertilizer application. I'm just doing watering. Next week I'll do some fertilizer application. So this is just a hand pushed so it builds a circumference around the the nozzle builds a circumference, so it can easily prevent the insects from crossing the circumference. Example like this. So as you can see, this is a circumference that the spray has created around it, or I've created around it. So this one can easily control pests. So anything on the ground, anything that would try to hide under the leaves, the spray chemical also touches it. So today, the activity I've done today is to stake the cucumbers that have started creeping. Wants to creep on the floor. I've guided them on a stick, and we call it staking. I'm spraying enough because within the week I'll not be able to come here. So I'm spraying enough that even it will take a week to survive. I think I have to come here. It's finished. Look, this one to spray. So let me just make some small one and use. Oh God. For the sake of some reason, I'll just mention the name of the chemical. So this is the name of the chemical is Ataka Super. The active ingredients is what is here. The active ingredient. So this is the active ingredient in this chemical, and that's what I'm using. That's the active ingredient I just showed you for the sake of some reason, but they have not paid me to do this advert. I'm just doing it for the purpose of education. So this is the chemical I'm using to control my pest in the farm. If there's any other chemical that which you know, put it in the comment section. And I want to use this opportunity to thank my fans. That God bless you for supporting us, and we appreciate what you are doing by sharing. We actually need a support. We want people to join our team, sharing the video for everybody to get access to the video and learn something from it. It's not only agriculture, we do tourism, where you can go and have vacation, have fun, and have a fulfilled life. We also have tech review, where we review gadgets and all those things. We actually need support to get more equipment, get a studio, so that we can go full-time in this content creation. So wherever you are, we urge you support us, and financially, if you can support us. My number is 0244. Okay, for the sake of the foreigners who want to support us, there I will start with the code, which is +233 0244 2020 71. +233 0244 2020 71. That's my contact. If you want to support us with gadgets, cameras, drones, GoPro, we look forward to that. And if you want to have a collaboration with us, we look forward for a collaboration whereby we will market your product and services in our video. We look forward to that, for that opportunity. And I just want to say thank you very much and God bless you. Don't forget to like the video, and if you're a new viewer, please kindly subscribe to the channel so that you join our community. Thank you. See ya. Bye bye.